November 29th, 2013. Guys, I'm about to lose my voice. I think I'm getting the flu or something. But you notice iSun going out of the top of the stereo behind. Now, these are different timestamps. Notice the 29th and on the 30th, a couple hours apart here. But I've been waiting for these CMEs to start as iSun pulled away. Also, the timing may have a lot to do with not only iSun, but the pole flip on the sun. And you can pause this and read it, and it says these dark regions of the sun during this time can cause solar flares and CMEs. And one of the peculiar things about this solar flipping of the magnetic poles is they've been waiting for it for about 2 weeks. Now it started in the north pole of the sun has already reversed, but the south pole didn't. But what one of the signs is that the sunspots start moving to the bottom and we start having more activity. And that's what you're seeing here in a way, guys. You see how low these sunspots are getting. And on November 15th, they announced it should be about 2 weeks away. Again, here you see that they're getting closer. Now we're looking at Earth-facing images, and we've had an increase in the solar sunspot summary today, and I'll show you that. But pause this and read it if I don't read it all, guys. But it tells you a little bit about the polarity reversal with the sun's magnetic field. Because it talks about that the polarity reversal builds up over time. A sunspot spreads out, causing the sun's magnetic field to migrate from the equator of the star to one of the sun's poles. As this change occurs, magnetic field reduces to zero and then comes back with the opposite polarity. And you can read about that in the magnetic sheet, guys. It's interesting. But it happens every 11 years, so it's not like an Earth-ending event. But it does ripple through, and it can cause grid problems from the CMEs. And this is a wider view from LASCO C3. But the images have advanced from this time. The movies are not coming in still on LASCO. You can get them some, but it seems like the whole site's locked up. But the images like this one comes in ahead of the movies you see, so that you can see the flare has advanced further out. Now look at stereo ahead in the latest images, guys. This is a powerful CME. It's not directly Earth facing. It is pulling off from the right side of the sun and downward. But this is a reversed image from our 335 camera on the J Helio viewer. You can see there is a flare in that image in the middle of the sun that is effective. That is not picking up on that CME chart. Now, if you look at the flare tracker, you can see the CME went off to the right and to the bottom. We will have the auroras will be affected, but this flare that you're seeing here has not been picked up by our satellites yet. It's getting kind of rough, guys. So if you see a silent video that says no audio, I will type in the information if it's real important and I'm having trouble. But this large sunspot, guys, that we're looking at here may give us some trouble. It's going to be Earth facing here in a few days, and the ones beside it now are getting geared up. What's happened, you see 1910 and 1907 there. They're next to each other. They have alpha, beta, gamma between them. All they have to do is join that region there, and we have Earth-facing capabilities. But down in the bottom left, the 1909 is that large area. 1908 is also turning Earth-facing. So as iSun peels back, we're going to have to wait and see if that charge builds up. Remember how far iSun was on the 19th, guys, when that X flare peeled off and struck it, and that iSun caused that flare. So you go back that many days and that many miles and you'll see. But we're going to watch it, guys. It's a heads up. Be safe.